I'm being evicted from the house on false, actually false things they told me, that where I used the money to fix my truck and told them I was going to be late on rent. And they said it was okay. When I fixed the truck, 4 days later, they evicted me. So I don't know, like we're going back and forth to courts. I've been moving everything out of here. I don't want to argue with the people. I want to do, what's right. But they should do what's right too. I lived here for about a year, a little over a year actually. My nephew used to live here before me, and he moved to New Jersey, and I was here in Florida and needed a place to live because actually I went through a divorce, and me and my grandson live here. I adopted him when he was born. He just turned 16 years old, so it's just me and him. I mean, I help out any place around here I can. Anybody needs help. I used to make brick oven pizza here, give it to people that needed it, didn't even charge them for it. And these people, for some reason, they just want either a new trailer here or they just want us out of here for no reason. I've always paid, even when I paid late, because I always get my check for Social Security by the 10th the latest. So I always pay them before that, but the late fee was $50 and I always pay that. So I don't know what the problem was. So now they said, no, we're not doing that no more. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with them. It wasn't anything here. It was under the rear end of the truck where the axle is. The gears blew in it, and it cost me a little over $1,000 to fix it. So I had to use the rent money to fix it. And I told him I'd pay him at the end of the month. I'll catch up on him. It'll be late, but I'll pay him, and I'll pay the late fee. He okayed that. That's where the problem had. 4 days after I had the truck fixed, I got an eviction notice. And they wouldn't accept the money anyway. We tried to pay them the money. I was borrowing the money, and then I was going to pay that person back, and they said, no, we're not taking it. Well, we got the eviction notice. The sheriff came to the house, put on the door and said, you got to be out within 24 hours. I said, okay. We went to the court, and I filed papers there because they didn't give me the 15-day notice. They told the courts they did give me that notice, but they found out they didn't. So the judge let me stay 10 days starting the 31st. I have 10 more days. So they came here yesterday, the manager and I guess the secretary, I don't know what she is, but she came here with him, her name is Penny, and the sheriff to evict us out of here. I showed him the court paper from the judge, and he says, no, they don't have to leave. So he took that to his superior, the information, and they said, no, you don't have to leave yet. Actually, we don't have a plan. I'm gonna have to try to go to a motel and figure this out. They won't give me enough time. They won't work with me. I had the money to give them, and they wouldn't accept it. I've been here over a year, always paid them. I even paid the late fee, never had a problem here, never called them when the cable was off that they supposed to supply, or they turned the water off. Any problems, I just let it go. I don't know what else to say. It's just that it's a shame it can happen to anybody. I was a man that had my own businesses in New Jersey. I owned pizzerias. I had a construction company. I built my own home. I did very well. I had a son that was murdered in 2004 on Christmas Eve. Went through a depression. So did my wife. It was her stepson. We came to Florida to start a new life. Things didn't work out. We got a divorce. I took my grandson, who I adopted, with me, just trying to make a life for him. And then this tragedy happens. I'm just trying to say it can happen to anybody.